Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Norn9 Var Commons. And we are still on Masamune and Koharu's story. And very sadly and tragically, Sakuya died in the last episode. Which was very surprising to me and very sad. So right now, Itsuki's trying to get Mikoto to eat. Apparently she hasn't been eating since Sakuya sacrificed himself to save her. I think this episode might be the good ending for Masamune, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take, and then there's one extra ending that I missed before, but I think it should be a funny ending, which will hopefully be something nice to tag on after the bad ending to cheer us up a little. But if we could use some cheering up right now, I hope the good ending for Masamune is good. So, let's see what happens. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Eat, you need to live. Don't throw away the life that Saku sacrificed his to save. Sorry. Man, that's some crazy power. Yeah. I heard that, unlike the Guardian, she doesn't have any limits on hers. She can just keep shooting out flames all day long. For real? That's kinda scary, actually. Yeah, I'm glad she's on our side. It'd be terrifying not to fight against her. Definitely. Barriers just sit around and defend stuff. Nobody's afraid of that, because it doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah, but this girl, she's a living weapon. With her around, we might not get shot, but we might get burned to death instead. Sheesh, I think I'd rather get shot. You guys are rude. Why hasn't Koharu come back yet? We agreed that she would be allowed to return to the ship at night. Night and day mean nothing when you're at war. What if the enemy decides to launch a night raid on us? It's only common sense that she stays. You do realize she's still a teenage girl, right? She can't fight 24 hours a day. You already have her out on the battlefield constantly. This is going way too far. We're not letting her go. Without her powers, there's no way we could put down this rebellion. Do you want to see our country destroyed? Besides, do you realize how many casualties we suffered the last time we listened to you and that other kid? Don't worry, the pyrokinetic is tougher than the Guardian ever was. She's got more energy, too. It's gonna take more than a little wear and tear to get her to collapse. Oh my god, they're just treating her like an object. I'm afraid I cannot allow her to remain here any longer. We're taking her with us. What? Espers are not tools of war. We will not let you take advantage of her powers any further. You have to be kidding. If you take her away now, our whole country will fall into chaos. That's your problem. This whole mess started because of your own mismanagement anyway. You do remember that the pyrokinetic was sent to us on the world's orders, right? Are you really going to defy the world? That wasn't the world's... That wasn't what Ion wanted at all. Huh? Ion? Who's Ion? Never mind. Anyway, who cares what you think? The Espers are the world's weapons. Everyone knows that. If we get to use them, then by God we will. Kwa! Sir, are you okay? It ain't like you to resort to violence, Toya. That made me feel a lot better too. You're gonna go see your girl before you head back, right? I'm going straight to the ship. Not like me. What exactly am I supposed to be like anyway? How are you feeling? Are you okay? You aren't pushing yourself, are you? No. I don't have the right to ask her any of those things. Oh, hi, Mr. Masamune. Well, if you don't, then she's gonna be confused and upset that you're not concerned about her. Hey. You came to visit me again today. Thank you. You don't get these breaks often, though. You should at least try to get a little bit of rest, or they won't do you any good. The army gave me an apartment in town, you know. That way, I'm right here, and can go out and fight at a moment's notice. So, it might be a little while before I can return to the ship. I should probably get back. Excuse me.
Sure.
Mr. Masamune came to see me again today. But I kinda wish he wouldn't come in the middle of the day. There's still the smell on my clothes now. I'm sure having to hang around me while I smell like that has to make Mr. Masamune feel icky and gross. But at this hour, I want to go back to the ship just for a bit. I'm sure no one will mind if I'm quick. The air is so much different on the ship. It's much cleaner and fresher inside here. It makes me feel better. What am I going to do from now on? Maybe it isn't such a good idea to see him.
Koharu?
Good evening. You surprised me. I didn't expect you to yank open the door so suddenly.
I sensed that you were out here.
Really? That's amazing, Mr. Masamune.
No, it isn't really. I've had this feeling for hours on end. I must have opened the door 2 or 3 dozen times by now. This is the first time you were actually here.
My chest squeezed painfully tight. The desire to throw myself forward and have Mr. Masamune hold me grew stronger and stronger.
So he's not the only one trying to hold back.
No, I have to hold it in. At this rate, I might let it slip out.
They let you come back to the ship today.
No. Actually, I snuck out of town. I should probably go back soon.
They won't miss you for one night. Stay here.
In his room?
I'm sorry, Mr. Masamune, I can't. Like you, I have my own duty now. Still, talking to you has made me feel lots and lots better. I'll give it my best tomorrow. I'm gonna try really, really hard so that I can help you with your duty. So, good night.
God, what the hell am I doing? Damn it! That fire melted all our tanks! Fall back! Retreat!
There! Is that everything for today? Phew! I think I actually feel a little tired after all that. Huh? What am I doing? That's weird. The fire isn't stopping.
What? What do you mean Koharu hasn't come back yet? Well, that's all I can tell you. We received confirmation that the enemy is withdrawn, so she'll come back soon, maybe. And why are you being so vague? Don't you know for certain? Wait, don't tell me that you actually sent her out there to fight alone! It was her idea. She said it was too dangerous because we might get caught in the flames. Yeah, we were all thinking it anyway. It was such a relief when she finally said it herself.
God, you guys are jerks. Oh dear, now what do I do? The fire isn't stopping at all. Maybe if I jumped into some water, that would help. I need to find a lake or a pond.
This looks like a desert.
Oh, but if someone saw me like this, I'd probably scare them really badly. It's probably better if I just stay here and wait for it to die down on its own.
Koharu!
Mr. Masamune!
What's wrong? Why are you surrounded by flame like that?
Oh, I'm sorry. It just won't stop. It looks really weird, doesn't it? But don't worry, I don't burn, and my clothes are specially made so that they don't either. I'm perfectly fine. I'll stay right here and wait until the fire calms down and goes out. But it's dangerous for you, Mr. Masamune. Please go back.
How can you smile at a time like this?
Masamune, you must not let go, Koharu. No matter what happens, do not let go. Mikoto will be fine. She will put the past behind her and recover eventually. Did Masamune know Sakuya was gonna die then? But Koharu, she is so pure and so forthright that she will sacrifice herself without a second thought. If she truly is that important to you, you must be prepared to give up everything for her. Do not let her go, Masamune. Mr. Masamune, no! Stop! You mustn't come close to me! Mr. Masamune! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I promise I won't make any more fire. I promise I won't, so please. Please, don't abandon me.
Koharu, your real name, it's... Mind telling us your name, miss?
Oh, right. My name is...
Is something wrong? She doesn't remember her name, actually. She told me no one's called her by it for a long time, so she forgot what it was. Not called by name? God, what kind of life have you lived? Now I see. Everything was so harsh, so painful to you, that you tried to forget all of it, including your own name.
Oh. No! Mr. Masamune, let me go! Please let go!
Look, Koharu, see? I'm not burning.
Huh?
As long as you, care for me, your flames won't harm me.
Mr. Masamune! Oh. Mr. Masamune! Mr. Masamune!
Sorry, I should have come to help you long before this. It's okay, you're safe now. I will never leave you again.
Mr. Masamune!
Feeling better?
Yeah, thank you.
Let's run away together.
Huh?
Let's run away. We'll go somewhere far, far away from here. Somewhere you won't have to use your powers ever again.
No, we can't do that. It's important for you to do your duty. You have to see that everyone makes it to our destination safe and sound, right? Besides, if I leave, then Mikoto will have to come back out and fight again. I couldn't save Mikoto and Mr. Sakuya. I should have, but I didn't. I can't ever replace Mr. Sakuya, but I have to do what I can to keep Mikoto safe. It's all my fault after all because I wanted to keep my powers a secret. If I'd only done this right from the start, then Mr. Sakuya might not have had to die. I have to protect her now, because he can't anymore.
Listen to me. My mind's made up. I'm taking you with me, far away from here.
I think that started up her flames again.
But, Mr. Masamune...
The one who is pressuring you into doing this the most is you yourself. You aren't making anybody any happier by blaming yourself for everything. I'm positive that Sakuya wouldn't have wanted this. I don't care how much you don't like it, no matter what I have to do. I won't ever let you go again. Sorry for calling you out here like this.
If what you told me over the phone is a lie, I'll kill you with my own bare hands.
It's not.
I still find this hard to believe. No matter how hard I tried to convince you, you didn't listen. You trusted them that blindly. What brought about this sudden change of heart?
When we were first ordered to go to battle, I thought it would be a good reference for all of us when it came time to decide for the reset.
And now it's impossible to do the reset because we don't have Sakuya anymore. Natsuiko should know that, right?
But then one of us died, and no matter how hard I begged and pleaded, we weren't given permission to leave the war.
Ah.
After that, I found it hard to believe that the world was right anymore.
Nowadays, the islanders have too much input in the direction the world takes. This was a particularly bad example of that. Ion has degraded so much that she's nothing more than their puppet. The era that she and only she was the world is over.
This isn't the time to be contemplating a reset, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, you can't contemplate it anymore. It's impossible.
I'm going to abandon my duty. Did you know there's a special rule about the journey espers take? If any leave the ship and don't return by a certain time, the judgment on the reset can't be made. Everyone becomes freed from their obligations to the world, the reset, everything.
Of course I know. I've done my research. I also learned that any espers who stay on the ship to the end are permitted to return their powers. What happens to the returned powers, I don't know. But I wouldn't put it past the islanders to misappropriate them for their own purposes.
I'd like to hope they wouldn't sink that far.
Huh. You're leaving and taking the pyrokinetic with you, precisely because you don't have that kind of faith in them anymore. You made the right call. Of course it would be better if you killed her. Then no one could use her power until the next espers are chosen. If they're chosen, Ion chooses the espers. Once she finally goes offline, all that nonsense should come to an end.
That's what you've been after all this time, isn't it? You knew that Ion was so degraded that she could permanently crash any time now.
Those powers aren't needed in the future I want. Your choice has given a choice to all the other espers. They can now decide either to live free or to die for their convictions. Not that you have any time to worry about the others. The island levies hefty punishments on those who desert their duty. Be ready to die at any time. We carry knowledge about the world that the islanders don't want getting out. Death looms over any who leak their secrets. Well, for anyone who dares to desert the island in the first place, really.
Yes, I got all that drilled into my head after you deserted, you know.
What? Was he an esper before?
If you want to keep the pyrokinetics safe, don't tell her anything. In that case, if the worst happens, it will at least allow her to live.
What about you? Last time I came across you, you had that young man with you.
Him? I don't give a crap about him. I made sure to tell him everything.
Oh.
I'll get everything in order for the escape. Be back here by noon, the day after tomorrow.
Right, thanks.
You haven't changed much at all. It didn't matter how many times I attacked your ship. You still came straight to me to ask for help. Be sure you're ready. Though, how do you plan to get that girl to come along without explaining anything to her? She isn't easily threatened. Well, I guess we'll see how serious you are about this the day after tomorrow.
Koharu. Nanami? Huh? Am I on the ship? Yeah, Toya told us that you were given today off. Can we talk? About what? About what's been going on. Tell me everything. And tell me what happened to Mikoto, too. Nanami and I talked. We went over everything one at a time. Carefully, raptly, we talked about each subject like we were appraising a beautiful gem. We talked about the fun times we'd had. We talked about the things we'd done. But then, the discussion turned to Mikoto. Mr. Sakaya really cared about Mikoto a whole lot, and Mikoto was in love with him too. If only I used my powers sooner, then Mikoto would never have been sent out to fight. And if she hadn't gone to fight, then Mr. Sakaya wouldn't have been hurt either. I'm such a horrible, selfish person. All I thought about was how I could run away. I made Mikoto do all the work while I did nothing. I don't deserve to be with Mr. Masamune. I shouldn't go with him. I don't want to repeat the same mistake I made before. I have to stay to protect Mikoto. I have to go out and fight so that Mikoto doesn't have to use her power ever again. That's all I can do for her. All my fire is good for is... What? Did Nanami just use her power on... Oh my god. Huh? Wait, what was I talking about just now? I can't seem to remember. Where is Mr. Masamune, I wonder? Did Masamune ask her to do this? And, pardon me, but who are you? What, she erased her memories of herself too? Oh.
Koharu.
This is making me sad. This is the good ending? Are you kidding me? Did I go wrong somewhere?
Good night.
So they're all helping them to escape. Mr. Masamune! Oh, this is really pretty. Where are you? Mr. Masamune!
I'm here.
Mr. Masamune, thank goodness! For a minute there, I thought you left me behind.
I'd never do that.
Yeah, that's right. It's just, I've been thinking of you so much, I suddenly started feeling anxious. Weird, my heart feels all light and fluttery.
Koharu.
Oh, she's wearing a pretty dress.
I am going to give you my everything. Not that it will be anywhere near worthy enough, I know. I want to make this place full of peace and joy and happiness.
Mr. Masamune! Something solid thumped down inside my fluttering heart, settling it. Glittery like a gem, its resplendent sparkle spread warmth all through me. Strange, what is this I'm feeling? I almost feel like I want to cry. I don't really understand it, but somehow, I think if I stay with Mr. Masamune, I'll find a way to figure it out. After all, I'm sure this is something that he's given to me.
She's sound asleep, isn't she?
Oh, that was her dream, okay. Itsuki has her dreaming. Yeah, she'll probably stay out for a while. I had to erase those memories pretty roughly. She'll sleep until her mind can sort out what's left and fit them together to fill in the gaps.
Oh.
Do you really think you'll get away?
Yeah, I'll find a way to make it work. And if we aren't found, the rest of you will be freed from all your obligations too.
You mean that reset thing you mentioned?
Yeah, my powers and Sakuya's might not be all that critical, but Koharu's, hers are absolutely vital to the reset. Without them, the reset can't be performed. Don't worry, you'll all be free soon. You'd better make sure you get away clean, Masa. I don't want to have to deal with any more crap like this. You take care of Mikoto, okay? Hey, Masa. I don't think I get it anymore. Which is better, forgetting about the one you love, or finding a way to live in a reality that doesn't include them anymore? The old me would have stuck her in a dream world and shown her just what she wanted to see. I would have thought that I was protecting her. But that isn't the future Sakuya wanted for her. What he gave to her with his life is something more precious, more important. And I don't think I can give her anything that will be stronger than the pain of losing him. I can't replace him.
Aw, Itsuki. You don't need to replace him. Just be there for her in a different way.
Itsuki.
No one could replace what Nijo was to her. He was her childhood friend. No one in the world has spent more time by her side than he had. That's what made him so important to her. All the time they spent together, all the feelings they shared, they are all still there inside of her. It's impossible for anyone to be happy all the time, but as long as Mikoto is alive, Nijo lives on inside her too. Don't worry, Toya. We will take care of her as best we can. So, take Koharu for us. Make sure she doesn't have to use her powers ever again.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't ever want to have to see a girl cry again. Right, I'll do my best to protect her in my own way. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to drop an unpleasant burden like this on you at the end.
It's alright. I'm sure I'll be able to make friends with her again someday. Mikoto, too. Did she erase Mikoto's memories, too? I'll come see you sometime. Then she and I will have even more fun together, and make even better memories than the ones I erased.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Hey, it's time. We gotta move.
Right. So, see you two later. Huh? This is a nice little ship you've got.
Of course, it is my ship after all. So, do you have a place to go?
Nope. I plan to start looking, though.
Huh. I see you've given this a lot of thought.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have the time. I'll figure something out.
It isn't that easy to get away from the world, you know.
Really now? Well then, why don't you tell me how you did it? You've managed to survive on the run for 8 years now. How did you do it?
It wasn't anything special. I just happened to team up with a good pilot.
Was it that guy who was with you in town?
No, not him.
Ron?
If you don't have anywhere to go yet, you can come stay at my base until things cool down.
Don't you mind?
If you two dolts get caught by the world, that will cause trouble for us too.
He's blushing.
Natsuko.
Though the main problem will be figuring out how to get that twisted miscreant to keep his damn mouth shut. Then there's them.
Who?
There's a pair of mutts that hang around too. You mind?
Who is he talking about? I didn't know he had that many people around him.
Huh? No, not really. I like dogs, actually.
Good. I'll let you train them.
I want to know what this is about. Mr. Masamune!
You're awake. How do you feel? Nothing hurts, does it?
No, it's just... I'm sorry. I feel really, really sleepy.
Then go back to sleep. It's okay.
I had a dream. I think it was a dream anyway. I was hanging out with 2 girls who were my friends. But I can't remember their names. It's strange. They were my friends, but I just can't.
Koharu, I'll let you in on a secret. I have a magic power. It's just one, though.
You can use magic?
Yeah, it's a pretty useless power, though. I can't use it to rescue or protect anyone. I can see the events of the past.
Really?
But it's a quirky power, so I can't look and get that dream back for you right now, much as I wish I could. Someday, though. Someday I'll get it for you. So relax and go back to sleep, okay?
Why didn't he tell her real name yet? Okay. Mr. Masamune?
Yeah. Me too.
Mr. Masamune's voice was a deep rumble.
I swear, I'll keep you safe and won't let anyone take you away again. I love you, Koharu.
Guided by the soothing rumble of Mr. Masamune's voice, I slipped back into the world of dreams. Dreams full of happy memories with friends.
I like this outfit of his. You'll need to look at this manual for instructions on that one.
Oh, alright, thanks. Sheesh, there's so much to memorize.
Duh. If you're going on your own plane, you not only need to know how to fly it, but how to maintain it too.
I was never good at this mechanical stuff.
Don't try to cram it into your skull all at once. This isn't a simple thing, especially for a guy who spent more time studying prose than physics.
I guess the time's come for me to pay the price for my old hobbies. Ugh. Still, the two of us won't last very long on our own without a plane. The world would track us down and catch us in no time flat. It isn't right to just rely on your hospitality forever either. I've got to keep trying. You've been piloting these things since you were a kid, right? I always admired you for that.
I'm surprised you're that quick to admit something like that.
Yeah, well, I threw away my pride a while ago. There's some stuff that I just can't do, and that's all there is to it. Though, I guess I can't just give up that quick on piloting.
Is she really that important to you?
Yeah.
My ass, you don't want to rely on hospitality. You just want more time alone with her.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. Okay, it's most of it. Ugh, that's it. My brain is too tired. I think I'm going to get some coffee. You want some too, Natsuko?
Sure.
Oh no. I am alone with a girl in the woods, nobody within earshot. And all we're doing is picking strawberries. That's it. This is disgustingly family-friendly. Hey, Koharu, aren't you done yet?
Nope, we still need enough for 5 people after all. A little more should do it. We'd all been living together for a while now, so I had a good idea how much everyone ate. Both me and Mr. Setsu liked sweet things, but neither of us were big eaters. The other 3 were tall and strong, and really big eaters, but none of them cared for sweets. Though, in Mr. Masamune's case, it's because of his allergy. Oh, but he is different, though. He'd happily eat anything put in front of him. It's just that he wasn't around enough to do all that much eating.
You only need enough for 4 now. He's left, remember?
Who? Oh, right. I guess this should be enough then.
Koharu, what if I took those strawberries you just spent all this time picking and chucked them all away?
I love Setsu. Would you get mad? Call me a jerk? Tell me you wish I was dead?
Mr. Natsuiko told me all about what happened, Mr. Setsu.
Huh? About what?
He told me how years and years ago you left the girl you loved behind, and that you regret it to this very day. You feel so guilty about what you did, you go up to girls and try to encourage them to insult you, right?
Aww. That noise. What the heck is that crap?
After hearing what happened to you, there's no way I could ever get mad at you or insult you, Mr. Setsu.
Whoa. He just made that crap up. None of that actually happened. This is just my personal kink, that's all. Honest.
I hope someday that you'll be able to forgive yourself. What you did wasn't that wrong. That's why I want to make a whole bunch of yummy sweets for everyone, so I can help them all feel better. Oh, there look to be more wild strawberries over that way too.
Aw, damn it. She was a lot easier to get riled up back when we first met. Setsu.
It is like the same way he said that when he killed Itsuki and Ron.
Were you trying to mess with her again? No, I wasn't, honest. That was just, it was just a joke, really. Oh wow, look at the time. I've, got that thing to do now. See you later. The way he rushed out. Jeez, you can't trust that guy at all.
Oh, hi, Mr. Masamune. Have you finished studying for today? I really hope all these people that Netsuhiko was talking about are going to be on his route, because I really want to know what all that was about.
Yup, now I need to get my recommended daily allowance of vitamin Koharu.
Oh, that's cute. Oh dear, I'm a vitamin now? Oh, that's a good picture.
I feel so much better.
Poor tired Mr. Masamune.
God, there's so much to learn. I need to hurry up and learn how to at least perform basic maintenance on a plane.
You don't need to rush, Mr. Masamune. I like living here. It's fun.
You honestly think that?
Mr. Masamune, the place where I belong is next to you, so it doesn't matter where we are. I'm happy.
Koharu.
But it would be awfully nice if we could live together, just the two of us.
There's the honest answer. Good girl. I love you.
I love you too.
Right. I guess I better get back to studying. Will you make me some coffee?
Sure. Oh no! The Hyoko reporter again, what the heck? Why does Natsuhiko do so many interviews with the Hyokos? What did they give him this time? What? The camera's running out of batteries?
What the heck? Hyokos? Why are they on the screen? Hell if I know. They seem to access this whenever they want to. Then they hang around until they feel like leaving. They're like a stubborn virus. You go handle them, Masamune. Well, me? Hyokos? Why Hyokos? We've been through that journey a long time.
Who is this?
Oh, she's an old acquaintance of mine.
An acquaintance? She's awfully cute and sweet looking. What's that? I hear some kind of song. What a pretty song.
Yeah, it is. It's so bright and happy. It fits her well. Koharu, what kind of house do you want to live in?
Huh? What kind of house?
We'll be leaving here next week, so think about it, okay?
Next week? Already? But what about the plane?
That's not necessary anymore. What? We have a lot of new things to discuss and to do now. There's the type of house you want, where the house will be, what we'll do to make a living, how many kids we'll have. Ooh, you're really getting ahead of yourself.
All of those things sound like fun things to think about.
Yeah. Oh, right. And we'll have to put together our real wedding, too.
Our real one? That's an odd way of putting it. It sounds like he thinks we've gotten married before.
You did.
Once upon a dream.
Looks like the Hyokos are finished. I'll go get Natsuhiko.
I'll come too. This is a long ending. So that's where Koharu is. But I don't see anyone. You sure that's the right place, Yoko? I guess we'll just have to try again later. We better do it quick too. My sixth sense is tingling. Your what? Is that at all reliable? Very. I won free candy with it one time. Really? Well, aren't you the gullible type? Oh well, I guess I'll trust you this once. Let's not wait until later. Let's try again today. I want to meet her again. Me too. Wow, Masamune's ending was long. Oh. That was his good ending and it had so many sad things in it. Oh. Alright, well the next episode will be his bad ending. And then there's one extra ending that I didn't do before that I think is going to be a funny ending. So I'll save that for after the bad ending and hopefully that'll cheer us up. So I hope to see you in that next video or perhaps some of my other ones. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.